Hello everyone, welcome back to outraged channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me, guys. British promoter Barry McGuigan shared his opinion on the fight for the undisputed welterweight title between Americans Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. I still think Crawford is a slight favorite in this confrontation. Of course, everything depends more on preparation. Spence is well balanced, but Crawford is an accurate drummer. He doesn't miss and can hold a punch. It also has speed. Don't get me wrong, Spence is a very good and talented boxer. The way he got Kell Brook out of his way was impressive, but I think Crawford is superior to him at this stage, McGuigan said. As we previously reported, the WBA, IBF and WBC welterweight world champion American Errol Spence was outraged by the financial policy of boxing organizations. The president of the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, reacted to the boxer's claims. Spence has every right to know what we're doing with his money. If he doesn't have this information, then we need to strengthen our communication with the champions. WBC is an open organization. We're an organization that has invested millions in medical research, that has changed the course of boxing, making it a safer sport. We have to have boxers when they retire. We have an amateur committee. We have offices in Mexico and in many other countries, such as, for example, the United States. We have many committees that work for the good of boxing. We also have employees ranging from doctors, officials who work at the ring, and the 2 lawyers. In Mexico alone, we have 50 people in the office. Each one does his job, Suleiman said. Chinese heavyweight Zhang Zhili shared his expectations from the upcoming fight for the title of absolute world champion in the welterweight division between Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. Zhang Zhili stated that he preferred Crawford into this duel. Great fight. These guys have an incredible level of skills. I really don't have a favorite in this fight. I hope everyone will enjoy this fight. I will pick an older dog, Crawford. He will probably win by a judicial decision, Zhili said. Legendary American boxer Roy Jones shared his opinion on how WBO welterweight world champion Terence Crawford and WBA, WBC, IBF title holder Errol Spence can defeat each other in the upcoming bout. This is a great fight for boxing. A fight that we all need to see. They're both at their peak. It's old school. I think that stylistically Crawford has boxing skills, Spence has the power and the size. In this fight, the winner is the one who can take advantage of their strength or weaknesses of the opponent. Spence needs to press Crawford to get the upper hand over a cunning fighter. You need to put pressure on him. Crawford needs to box with him, be smart, shake him at the beginning of the fight, and constantly change. The fight of Gervonta Davis against Ryan Garcia made them understand how to fight each other, Jones said. Brian McIntyre, the coach of the WBO welterweight champion Terence Crawford, is confident that his word will easily deal with the owner of the WBA, WBC and IBF titles in the same weight, compatriot Errol Spence. I'm thrilled to be a part of this historic moment and to be where when Terence finished this guy off. Terence Crawford is excited because he has to go there and confirm the words he said in front of the whole world. Actually, it's an easy job for us. Crawford is ready to go out there and be great, the coach said. Former welterweight champion Chris Algieri admitted that he will support Errol Spence in a fight with Terence Crawford, but still doubted that his hopes will be justified. Let's say Crawford has moved up to welterweight. He grew up in this weight category and his percentage of knockout wins is 100%. He is a very dangerous opponent. Spence definitely had the best competition. There are no questions here. But on the other hand, Crawford did not survive 2 cars accident and he didn't have a rental tear. Spence had it. That's all it's worth thinking about. These are things that, one way or another, will affect the fight. As I have said many times, I will always support Spence. But Terence Crawford doing well in his weight now, and he has not had such problems outside the ring. There are many factors that can affect the result. All that needs to be taken into account, Algieri said. The former champion of 2-weight American Timothy Bradley named the favorite of the fight for the undisputed welterweight title, which will be played by his compatriots Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. This is one of the biggest fights of this generation. 2 guys will meet in the prime of life. 2 fighters who are the best in their way. They all put everything on the line. It's an interesting fight in terms of style. Again, I approve of the opinion of people who consider Crawford a favorite. This is because of its versatility. Still, something tells me that Spence can win. Errol is not an ordinary fighter at all. He has not been defeated for some reason, and is a 3-time world champion at his weight. Crawford will have something to do, so I expect both guys to be in the best shape on the day of the fight, and may the strongest win. But if I had to bet money, I would bet on Terence Crawford. I just think that such a talented fighter appears one in a generation, Bradley said. Former world champion American Chris Algieri shared his opinion about the fight for the undisputed title. Could Crawford be too skilled? Yes. Could Spence be too big and skillful? Yes. I see so many different scenarios of this confrontation. This is one of those fights where the chances of the fighters are really 50-50. I can assume Crawford will stop Spence. You can also see Spence beating and stopping Crawford. That's what a crazy battle awaits us. Welterweight champions Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford are embracing the aquatic ahead of their undisputed blockbuster. Spence, who calls himself the Big Fish, has been hunting Crawford for some time, but waited to Black Prime for one fight, but soon had a change of heart. The pair will now battle it out for all the titles at 147 pounds, and seem to want the fisheye angle to continue. Errol Spence Jr. Big Fish. I'm the biggest fish, he is not catching me with no damn fishing pole, Spence saying. He better come with a submarine. I'm the biggest shark. You ain't catching Moby Dick with a fishing pole, Crawford replied. You a bad fish fillet. I like to go fishing, everyone knows that my hobby. Currently training Spence for the pay-per-view that Rick James urgently awaits the first bell. I can't wait, everyone has been hoping to see this. I know Crawford is coming with his A game, and Errol will be on his A game. You are going to see a phenomenal competition. Now it's work time, we are going to be who we are. Put the pressure on, break him down and win the fight. Terence Crawford. Crawford's trainer Bomek added, this is how the fight is going to go. It's going to be a tough fight. Real tough. I tip my hat to what Errol has accomplished. The first couple of rounds will be tough, but then we are going to start walking away with the fight like we always do. We have stopped the last 10 opponents and Errol might be number 11. The clash winner will be in shark-infested waters as a host of mandatory challengers will be due. And unless Naoya Inoue loses days before the clash, Spence or Crawford will not be the pound-for-pound number 1. Tom Brown, promoter of the fight, said whoever wins will be the best of this period in their respective division. This is an undeniable historic matchup taking place on July 29th. The winner of this fight will go down as the greatest welterweight of this era, said Brown. On top bay for undisputed titles, and in addition to pitting two of the top half-pound fighters in the sport against each other, Spence vs Crawford is an electric-style matchup that has captured the imagination of fans everywhere. Boxing's premier division will have a definitive number 1 when the dust settles this July at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Terence Crawford warns Errol Spence. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.